Jiggy cat on a damn feeling spree. This is Nagato, and you can't mimic my energy. 100 rounds drawn and be hanging like a centipede.
Hey everyone, it's me Nagato's Adventure. Hope you guys are having a great day for today. As the title states, in episode 2, we're going to be teaching you guys on how to install Xbox 360 Neighborhood on your PC, and this does work with Xbox 360s that are basically RGH'd and as well as Jtag's model systems as well. If you guys don't know what Xbox 360 Neighborhood is, it's basically kind of like ProDG for the PlayStation 3, and it's like a target manager for your system. This was originally used for Xbox 360s that were via dev kits, but if you have a RGH model 360 as well as a Jtag, you could also utilize this program. There are some things I'm going to go ahead and state via for today's prerequisites. Any of the items, if you guys know my channel, will be in the link in the description down below with useful links. So first things first, of course, you need a modded Xbox 360 or a Jtag or RGH. You also need XexMenu 1.2 for this. So if you don't already have XexMenu 1.2 already installed, you could go ahead and check out the card right now, and you could check out that video that I will have showcase on how to install that if you don't already have it already. You also need the Xbox 360 Neighborhood SDK.exe, which is the actual program itself. That will be in a mega link down below, and as well you need to have a internet connection. But that's for all today's prerequisites. I just want to go ahead and give a special thanks out to Shadow Bullet 707 for helping me out with this stuff prior to setting this video up. But don't forget, if you need any help, go ahead and feel free to join my Discord. But let's go ahead and get started on the PC side of things. Alrighty guys, so as showcased here, we're basically back onto the Xbox 360, assuming that you did follow all the prerequisites. What we need to do first before we even get Xbox Neighborhood 360 installed on the PC, we need to get our system's IP address. So first things first, what we need to go ahead and verify in our settings, make sure your internet connection is on. So let's go ahead into network settings on your device. You can see that I have my wired connection on for here, and basically just make sure that your internet connection is on for this process, since we need to get our system's IP address. So what we need to do now is just go to my games. I'm already assuming that you already have XexMenu 1.2 installed, so just go ahead and open that up. As before, if you don't already have it installed, just go ahead and check out in the link in the description down below for that video on how to install it. But once you're in XexMenu, what you need to do is go ahead and hit RB twice. And then all the way at the bottom, this is your model, or excuse me, this is your 360's IP address. So what you want to do now is just leave it on the screen, or you could just write it down, because what we need to do is memorize our IP address. And then what we need to do from there is go ahead and set up Xbox 360 Neighborhood on the PC, since that IP address is going to allow us to connect from our PC to our 360. So let's go ahead on the PC and get this set up. Alrighty guys, so since we're on the PC as of right now, I already assume that you already got your IP address via within XexMenu. So whether if you wrote it down, took a picture on your cell phone or something like that, just memorize your IP address, since we're going to be needing this for the actual SDK setup. What you need to do now as well, in the link in the description down below, I will have this file via as mega, so just go ahead and download it, extract it to your desktop, and then once you do that, what we need to do is just go ahead and run it. So make sure you're running this as administrator. So make sure if you don't have administrative properties on your computer, just right click and then hit administrator. But once you double click on this program, it will take a while for it to boot up. So it's purely normal if it doesn't show up immediately. But once it does, just go ahead and hit yes. So here's mine's right here. And then right now on the screen, you'll see that actual welcome to Microsoft Xbox 360 software. All you got to do is just go ahead and hit next for this process, hit next once again. And then once the Xbox 360 software development kit go through this process, what it will ask you is basically for the minimum installation. Unless if you have Microsoft Visual Studio 2010 installed on your PC, you could do the full one, but the minimal installation is fine for this process. So just go ahead and hit yes. And then what is it doing is basically extracting all of its contents or the SDK to your C drive. So just wait for it to do its thing, and then once it's done, it basically will state that this whole process will be done and finished. So right now I'll just showcase on the screen that it's doing its thing, so hopefully it won't take too long. Alrighty, so as showcased here, you can see that it's fully done. All we got to do is hit finish now. And once we get that, you should get a little shortcut that will pop up on the screen. And this is what it will look like. It will be the Xbox 360 neighborhood shortcut. So all you got to do is just open it up. And then you will need to basically add your Xbox 360. So what I'm going to do for these are just two different IPs. I'm just going to go ahead and delete them so I can show you guys on how to get this set up. So yours will be, of course, blank since you didn't set your Xbox 360 up. What you want to do is go ahead and hit add Xbox 360. So just double click, just go ahead and hit next. Either you could type in Jtag, which may not work for you, but if it did, congratulations. What we need to do, which is the best method, is just typing your system's IP address. So mine's is 1.1.2. Of course, yours will be different. Thus, that's why I stated you need to remember it from XexMenu. And then it will ask you, would you like to make this your primary device? So just go ahead and hit yes, or you could say no if you have multiple Xbox 360s. But once you get that, here is your Jtag system, and voila, if you can see, all of your contents are basically drives within the Xbox 360. You can basically get started from the rest of the process. So I'll explain a little bit more about this as well. This is the same stuff you will see in XexMenu, and it's easier if you wanted to transfer files over. So for example, in HDD1, I believe, this is where all of your stuff will be on your hard drive. So if you want to put your games, any of your emulators, anything of like mod menus stuff will go into HDD1. So for an example, I will showcase this in other videos as well. But if you wanted to, put your games into one directory, I just labeled mine Xbox 360 games. All you would have to do is right click new, create a new folder, label it as whatever, and then you can see that I have all of my Xbox 360 games into one directory as well. One cool thing I will showcase on the screen right now within this directory, let's say if I wanted to launch a game, so I'm going to be doing, I don't know, GTA San Andreas. If you run this default.xex file, what we'll do is basically boot into the game via from the PC, which is very useful if you want to see if your game works or not. So right now I'm going to go ahead and turn on my capture card so you can see right now on the screen. I will have this, in the video once I edit it out. You can see that I'm still in XexMenu. If I go ahead and hit default.exe XEX, you can see that Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is booting up. So that's basically how you could do that as well. If I go back into volume HDD1, so let me go ahead and back out from here. So Jtag, go into, I believe, my retail drive. You could also see that I have some of my stuff here. If I wanted to go back into, I don't know, like Dash Launch, for example, I could get that set up as of right now too. So on the screen, I would just go ahead and hit installer, find a default.xex file, and it should automatically boot on the screen into that program. So that's one of the cool features you could do as well for this program. You could transfer files to your hard drive as well. So let's say if I wanted to create a text file for whatever reason, just pretend like this is a game. I just named it something random. I could also transfer this into this directory. So let me go ahead and back out from Jtag. I'm gonna transfer it to here, and then you can see that it's transferring from my PC to the actual Xbox 360 neighborhood program. I'm just waiting for it to do its thing. It may take a little while. I'm not too sure. It shouldn't take long as well, but I'm trying to see if the file actually transferred over. Yeah, so you can see that my VCV txt file I randomly made transferred over. So that's one cool thing you could do within Xbox 360 neighborhood. If I go back into Xbox 360 neighborhood, I could also reset my console so I could reboot. I could also take a picture and a screen capture of whatever program I'm using. So for example, if I hit screen capture, what will happen is you can see the actual capture from your thing. So if you guys remember, I was just in XexMenu. That's one cool thing you could do within Xbox 360 neighborhood. And this is a primary method if you want to transfer games over. It's not the best way unless you have a wired FTP or something like a direct FTP connection, which I'm going to be showcasing in another video, which is a very fast method or a very fast way on how to transfer games and stuff like that. But yeah, that's essentially on how to use Xbox 360 neighborhood. Think of it as just like FileZilla FTP client just for the Xbox 360, and it's just an official version. But yeah, that's essentially on how you set up Xbox 360 neighborhood. If you guys have any questions on how to set this up, let me know in the comment section down below. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Hey everyone, it's me, Nagato's Adventure. Hope you guys did enjoy today's video. With that being out the way as well, I highly do recommend that y'all guys go ahead and follow my social media so you never miss any of the latest hacking guides and tutorials on my channel by subscribing to me and hitting that notification button as well. Is another method on how you will know when I drop my latest content, whether it be for the Vita, PS4, PS3, and such and so forth. As well, if you want to be in the mix of things and you want to join my official community, you can join via the link right now showcased on the screen and join my Discord that way. And if you do want to support my channel in any shape or form, you could become a patron. I will have a card right now. But with all of that getting out the way, hope you guys really did enjoy this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Of course, I love the llamas. Nice and silky smooth.